Welcome to this session of Talking Tech Women and Girls in ICT. My name is Jyoti Suri, and today I am delighted to be a part of Talking Tech. And I'm excited to be having a discussion about tech and tech careers with Miss Melissa Canavan. Talking Tech is a series celebrating girls and women in tech, being recorded around the world between Girls in ICT Day 2020 and Girls in ICT Day 2022. Girls in ICT Day is an international day marked on the fourth Thursday of each April. In 2021, Girls in ICT Day was held on 22nd April. The objectives of Girls in ICT Day are to help to create a global environment that empowers and encourages girls and young women to consider studies and careers in the growing field of information and communication technologies. The Talking Tech series is brought to you by the ITU, UNICC, and the Office of the UN Secretary General's Envoy on Youth, and is in support of Equals, the global partnership for gender equality in the digital age. ITU and SAP Women in Tech are pleased to be a partner on this session today. To kick this session off, I'm going to introduce to you Miss Melissa Canavan, who is involved with the SAP Women in Tech organization. For more information on ITU, you can visit www.itu.int. As you can see, I am passionate about working towards encouraging more women to lead and enter the tech industry. So I am delighted to now shift to a conversation with Ms. Canavan. Hi, can you tell me a bit about yourself and what was your path into the technology industry?
Hi, Jyoti. Thanks for introducing us, and thanks to all the organizations that put together this Talking in Tech series. It's really great to be here today talking with you. And I would say that I've had a bit of an unconventional path towards the technology industry. I would more so say that technology found me when I didn't even know that I was looking for it. I have always been interested in the STEM fields. I started studying environmental engineering in college in my interest in plant life and environmental impact as humans. And I later found that in my engineering coursework, what I was really enjoying most was my mathematics courses. So I transitioned into a secondary education and math track. And again, studying secondary math or high school math, I again found that what I wanted to be doing was really just the math. So I switched majors a second time and I graduated with a degree in mathematics. And I studied math purely because I enjoyed doing it. I love the nature of complex problem solving and the satisfaction of solving a good proof. And I studied math, but I didn't necessarily have a career path in mind that I was heading towards in my studies. So throughout college and after graduating, I worked in the restaurant industry as a bartender. And it was actually in my role as a bartender that I was first introduced to SAP by one of my regular bar customers. And he knew my math background and my interests and my demeanor, and he thought that I would be a great fit for SAP's culture. And it turns out that he was right. So I would say it's my analytical thinking and my mathematical problem solving mind that got me my job at SAP. And I've been with SAP now ever since, which is 4.5 years.
That's great. The path that you took is very, very unique, and it's really exceptional to hear your story. What is your current role, and how did you find your way into your current role?
Sure. My current role is a customer success manager for SAP SuccessFactors. And my day-to-day job is to work with my customers to enable and empower them in using their SAP SuccessFactors solution. So SAP SuccessFactors is a cloud-based HR solution, which includes everything a business needs to manage your employees, anywhere from onboarding new employees, recruiting early talent, managing your core HR employee data, and so on. So I work with my customers together to identify what are their unique goals with HR. And then it's my responsibility to build a prescriptive success plan for them. So creating recommended actions that they can take in reaching their business outcomes with SuccessFactors. And then I continue in supporting them along that journey. So Before I was a CSM, I worked in SAP in the Center of Expertise as a support engineer. So I started off as an intern there as a support engineer, and then I was hired full-time from there. And in that role, I was also working with success factors, but it was a more technical role. So I was hands-on in the system, doing more troubleshooting and problem solving, technical issues in the system. And I was working with our most complex and largest customers and delivering a variety of different technical services, from design thinking workshops to integration checks and so on. So after working in that role for 4 years, I was looking for trying something different. So I was looking to apply more of my organizational skills, my communication skills, and really was looking for something that was more customer oriented. So that's how I found the CSM role. And I've been at CSM now for just 8 months, and it's been a really great fit. I really enjoy working with my customers day to day and getting to the heart of what would make their lives easier and how I can better their business.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It's really inspiring to hear like how you transitioned from the internship to now your current role as a customer manager.
So how about you? I understand that you're also about to embark on your first role in as an early talent in tech. So can you share about your experience in finding your way into technology?
Definitely. When I was in high school, I was very interested in the sciences, mathematics, and climate change, ozone layer depletion, and the various issues that we have. Solving problems and looking for the logic behind the concepts was very interesting for me. So the natural choice was to choose computer science. But at the same time, I was really passionate about sustainability and climate change. So before I joined college, I did have a phase where I was confused about what major should I be choosing. But in the end, looking at so many technologies being developed every day and so many companies coming up with innovative ways to solve problems, I really thought that a major in computer science should be my next step. I then thought that I can use my technical skills that I gained from my degree and combine them with my passion for sustainability. So I recently graduated from San Jose State University with a bachelor's degree in computer science. The culture here in Silicon Valley has really, really inspired me to work hard and think out of the box. New innovations, I can see them every day all around me, and they inspire me to think smart and learn every day. So I really look forward to starting my career as a software engineer.
That's fantastic, Jyoti. And it sounds like you're in a great place for finding that inspiration in tech in Silicon Valley. And also, I just have to say, I feel very inspired by your passion also. So I have a similar passion for sustainability and change and climate change. And so I would say that we've all had a really unexpected year in 2020. I'm wondering, what has been the impact on you of having your final undergraduate year of school and this transition to virtual courses and internships? So how has that been for you?
Thank you so much for asking that question. I think it's a really, really important conversation because it has really brought a huge change in the way students are learning. Like online courses have become more common and people are learning virtually more than physically. Personally, in my experience, it was a bit easier for me because in computer science, even when we used to physically go to classes, we worked a lot on our laptops and we had assignments and exams, everything graded online. So when it became virtual, it was a very smooth and easy transition. We submitted all our code and assignments online. We still do so. And the collaboration aspect, I would say, was a major change because like in my last year, I had multiple group projects working on applications with a team, and I didn't meet any of them ever all throughout the semesters, and that was very different and a unique experience because online collaboration tools have improved so much in the span of the past 2 years. Platforms like Zoom and GitHub have helped us work more efficiently. And I can say the same about my internships. version control tools like GitHub. They used to be used previously, and now I think agile development practices have been further more encouraged, code reviews and everything. And GitHub provides a very easy interface to do that. So I think in that, because of these tools, the transition has been easier in my field.
It's great to hear that it's been a smoother transition for you working already on computers. And I can say that developing those virtual collaboration skills is so valuable. So I know that you'll continue to use that in the future of work. So that's great.
Definitely, the change is now irreplaceable as multiple companies are adapting to the same tools. And I think even if offices go back to the way they were, online collaboration will still continue.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, going on to women in technology, I know that we both are really, really passionate about promoting that. And I just want to know what has been your experience as a woman in tech?
I would say that I've had a very positive experience as a woman working in the tech industry. And while I understand that the tech industry is certainly male dominant, I feel very fortunate to work for a company that is dedicated to diversity and inclusion. And I really appreciate the ways that SAP fosters its female workforce, such as through the employee network groups that they offer, like Women in Tech, which has me here in this conversation with you today, and also the Business Women's Network. So these are networking groups that SAP has that offer learning and volunteer opportunities, as well as the chance to really build a network within the company with your other colleagues. And also I'll say that SuccessFactors has such a strong female leadership team. So that's really an inspiration to me.
That's great. I think it's really an important part of the company culture when they have like different groups which are oriented towards different things that people are passionate about. I know that a lot of companies have like women in tech groups, sustainability and climate change groups, and groups for the LGBTQ community, and groups against discrimination. So I think that really adds value to the company's culture.
Absolutely. SAP has a lot of really great organizations like that. I feel fortunate to be a part of. So how about you? In your experience as a woman in computer science, what have been some of the ways that you found network, and what are some of the organizations you've been involved in?
I am glad to have been a part of the Society of Women Engineers at San Jose State University. I joined the club right after my first year at San Jose State, when I saw that the events and opportunities were really, really amazing. I got to go to like a lot of conferences, like the Women in Engineering conference and two Google conferences. And I got to actually volunteer for multiple conferences, which was a really unique opportunity because that really helped me build my network. Personally, since I got my internship through a networking event, I really, really believe in the power of networking and building connections. I feel that not only they make you grow professionally, they also make you grow personally, because you get to learn so many people and their experiences in the industry as well as personally, and know about like the places they've been to, what they've learned, and from their mistakes, and what they can give advice to you. Throughout my 4 years, I have also worked a lot on getting mentors and joined two different mentorship programs. And I really think that that gave me the opportunity to have very deep conversations with them about how they prepared for interviews, how they about negotiation techniques, and like the multiple things that you have to deal with when you're graduating and you need to find a full-time job. They taught me a lot, and they inspired me, because when I hear about career paths of so many women around me, it's really inspiring, and it motivates me to think positively about the future and work towards such a future for myself as well. So like both of my mentors, they come from very different backgrounds. One is in the biotech industry, one is in the fintech industry. And I really, speaking to them it gave me the courage that like a degree of computer science, it can really take me anywhere I want to go, and not necessarily only in the core tech companies.
Wow, I
Um,
feel so happy that you've had all these amazing opportunities and these groups that you've been a part of, and also you've just made such important points about the power of networking, both personally and professionally, and also of getting mentors. So how amazing that you've already have these skill sets as you're entering into the workplace. So that's really incredible.
Thank you so much. Like honestly, I think speaking to you has also been a very inspiring experience because you have had such a unique path towards the place you are in now, and like how you have grown from being an intern in the solutions team, and now you told me that you are working on the same product, but now you're working directly with the customers.
Yeah, I'm also just so glad to be in the conversation with you as well. Shifting towards just overall working in the tech industry, what would you say is one of the most challenging things about working in the tech industry?
Um, I think many people would agree with me that the most challenging as well as the most uh, motivating part of working in this industry is that it is very fast paced. Like technology revolves continuously. It's a fast paced industry. There are different programming languages and technologies coming out every year. They're constantly being updated, and like applications are being changed, and along with that, it's a huge thing for you to personally adapt to every change and learn and grow as you go through that path. um, I think that it's really inspiring to see the things that are being developed. It is challenging, but at the same time, inspiring to see that you are able to learn something new every time a change is being made in the industry. Every company needs to adapt to the new technologies that are coming, and it's really great to see that happening all around me. Going ahead on the same topic, what is something that excites you about the future of technology?
So something that it really excites me in tech is the potential for using technology for social good and the impact that we can make on bettering humanity with technology. And this is something that SAP is really passionate about as well. And it's an environmental sustainability is a cause that is near and dear to my heart, and I know to yours as well, and something that I really hold to in my everyday life. And how we can adapt and apply our technology to reducing our impact on the planet and on global warming, and even possibly reversing that impact. To me, this is the greatest possible thing we could hope to achieve with our technological advancements.
I totally agree with you. It's really great to see so many people around us passionate about sustainability and working towards it, because at this point, like we really need people to be passionate about this issue, because it is a significant problem at this point. Like carbon emissions and everything, they are affecting our lives every day as we speak. So
Mhm.
I totally agree with you. Thank you.
And we need more young people like you that are passionate about it as well. So to see you spreading that word and to be here in this conversation, in this series, and being able to have this platform to really to share that passion is very important.
I agree. It's great to have this conversation with you. And moving ahead, what advice can you give to a woman who is interested in tech and wants to stay competitive in this industry?
I will say that in order to stay competitive as a woman in the workplace, we really must learn to champion for ourselves and for our female colleagues. I will say it is our own job, it's our own job to own our power and our voice by speaking up. And we can speak up by singing our praise to our managers, by feeling confident in our accomplishments and sharing those with others, and also just by owning and trusting that we are remarkable and that we have so much to offer. And another key item in staying competitive is something that we've already touched upon, which is the importance of staying connected within your network. So in my case, is staying connected within the SAP network. And I have really seen firsthand that opportunities are born from the connections that we make and the relationships that we build. And I felt that on every step of the way of my professional journey. So that can look like any number of things, from joining an employee network group to scheduling a meeting with a stranger who you just met who's working on a product that you're interested in, or offering yourself as a mentor to someone, or asking someone to be your mentor. And I will say, for me, and networking is not necessarily a comfort zone, but I know that it is one of the most valuable skills that I have in growing professionally. So it is one that I exercise whenever possible. And I would encourage any woman in tech to do the same. And I'll just end in saying that the tech industry really needs our brilliance as women. So don't be discouraged. And all you have to do is show up and speak up and trust in yourself and in your power.
Thank you so much for that, Melissa. I think it's really inspiring, and it's really important that women talk to each other and encourage each other and empower each other, because like that will, as a whole, as a group, everyone can achieve a lot. And I think, like, especially in the tech industry, no one should be discouraged because and no one should think that they cannot do. Instead, they should truly believe in themselves. This has been a great opportunity for me, and that wraps up our session for today, Talking Tech, Women and Girls in ICT. Thank you so much, Melissa. I really enjoyed our chat today. Thanks so much to our viewers for watching.
Yes, thanks to you, thanks to our viewers, and thanks again to all the organizations that have made this series possible. It feels like a very important cause, and I'm excited to share with fellow women who are interested in tech. So thanks.